What are you doing?
Preparing lunch. That was ridiculously hard. For some abundantly, I really, really struggled.
Yeah. So walk in the park, I ran up.
Rain and this water has literally within the past minute just literally appeared.
Cool seeing the little creeks flowing. Good morning.
Decided to come to the Skytrek today. We read and watched lots about it, so we came on today. We got here just in time. A little bit of a hoo-ha, but we're on our way. Just started. I don't know, let's see what it's all about. Sounds like it's going to be fun.
We're at the Willow Springs Skytrek trail. It's about, I think it's 80 kilometres or 90 kilometres. Takes about 7 hours. You have to pay to do it. It's on private land in the Flinders Ranges, and we're going to go do that today. Apparently it's quite an interesting, cool track to do. So and yesterday we had an awesome time. We went on the Bunyoro geological drive, and yeah, it was really cool. All dirt roads, and then you go through these gorges, and it rained, so a lot of the rivers washed out, so we ended up driving through the rivers and along the rivers that were going, because the road's very close, or the track's very close to the rivers, so we ended up doing that. Yeah, it was really cool. Anyway, we'll let you know how we go. Bye.
So the amazing thing about the Flinders Ranges is that when they were made, they were formed when Australia was breaking away from the main continent, and across quite a lot of the different tracks you can find some ancient seabed artifacts. And back when we were doing the Bunyoro drive yesterday, we saw some sea fossils, and here on Skytrek you can actually find some ancient seabed fossils, and they've signposted it so that you can find them and stop and have a look. Here is the ancient seabed that you can find, which has been lost over from when all the ranges that you can see around here were formed. So as they were pushed up, this was actually part of a shallow seabed, and these rocks were left there when all of the ranges were formed. Isn't it amazing? I mean, look at that. Right there, that is a piece of ancient history. That just tells you how ancient Australia is. Bloody brilliant.
We're just in the Moxon's hut on the Skytrek. Very cool little hut. And they've got this place. They've got a few odds and ends in here. And you can see this old pantry thing has been standing in tin cans. I imagine they probably filled those up with water to stop the ants and stuff getting into it. You can see they used mud and straw and grass and horsehair and stuff to seal the gaps between the logs that they used to build this thing.
Where did you
Go
find
to the
that?
same place.
Oh, okay.
How? This is the Malcolm Moore grader. Stop 34.34 on the Skytrek. This thing's basically a tractor that's been modified to be a grader.
We're still a while away from Menindee, and we've decided to find somewhere instead of going all the way to Menindee, because otherwise we'll be driving in the dark.
We found our way from Wilpena in the Flinders Ranges, and we're now at the Starlight Primitive Campground near Broken Hill. Okay, where are we?
Star View Primitive Campsite.
In the Living
The Living
Desert National Park north of Broken Hill.
Yeah.
It's a nice little campsite actually. It's very quiet. There's about maybe 15 spots. They're all, you got to book and you got to buy a permit to come in. And there's showers, rainwater showers. They're heated. It's very quiet. So that's awesome. And there's loads of birds. You can probably hear the birds behind us. So yeah, we got here a bit late. We were going to stay at Cockburn, but yeah, although we paid the $10 donation, we decided not to stay. I don't know, when we pulled up after paying the donation, we realised there's actually nowhere to camp, and it was right on the side of the truck road, so on the barrier highway, so we decided against it. Good morning. We're at the Living Desert Sculpture Walk, just north of Broken Hill. We spent the night here at Darview campsite. It was really nice and quiet, and we just thought we'd take a quick walk before we go down to the Darling River Run, head home, or start heading home. Gonna stop off in Broken Hill, get some fuel, and yeah, that's about it. We've already had we've already been startled once this morning. On the way up the hill, we had a very close encounter with a kangaroo that jumped out in front of us, and I'm sure it hopped over our bonnet. Luckily we were going really slowly, climbing up a steep hill. I'll put that on I've got some dash cam footage I'll show you guys. Anyway, Wendy's disappeared on me. I had to catch her, she's over there somewhere. This is somewhere on the road between Menindee and Wilpena, and we just stopped for a bite to eat because it's getting late, and there's nowhere to really stop, so we just stopped here because there was a bench. and then we're going to carry on. We were looking for somewhere to cross over the Darling River before we got to Wilcannia. Okay, good afternoon. We are continuing our merry little journey home via the outback of South Australia in New South Wales. We'll see what happens. It's been fun.
It's just us, the roos and the emus.
And little lizardy gecko-y things.
Yeah.
We had a nice spot for lunch and this little gecko came to say hello. It's really colourful. We've seen some kind of groups of black cockatoos and stuff. That was really cool. Managed to get some good photos of those. Yeah, just enjoying.
It's an interesting day.
Wide open space. Alright, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Good morning. We rocked up here last night in the end. It was pitch black when we arrived. We found this nice little campsite. There was a couple of blokes fishing here when we got here in the middle of the night and they'd left. So we were basically here on our own. It's funny when you pull up to these places in the middle of the night, you don't really know what to expect. Yeah, and it was quiet until about 6:30 this morning. And then some, I assume guys or people, showed up in the distance over there. There must be a boat ramp or something over there. Probably to go fishing. And then they disappeared about, 7:10 this morning. Yeah, pretty cool campsite. Dead quiet, dead dark. Really loads and loads of stars last night. On the edge of Lake Pimaroo, I think. So this morning we'll have some brekkie and then we'll pack up and go.
Good morning, Internet. Welcome to Kinchega National Park. We're not sure if it's Kinchega or Kinchega.
Or Kinchega, or...
So we apologise if we're doing it wrong. But we're just driving through this really cool national park, which is basically right next to Menindee. And we're heading down towards Pooncarie, we hope, on the west side of the Darling River. We're just going through a gate, and I noticed that Dusty's just hit 10,000 kilometres. Yeah.
Good afternoon. We've just had lunch in Pooncarie and we are heading
south. Okay, we've made it to Werribee, which is also the site of the oldest or most remote pub, Outback pub in Victoria. Okay, hello everyone, good afternoon. So we're still in the Murray Sunset Park and on our dirt road adventure. Sorry about the wind. It's like 4 o'clock now and we've just had lunch and progress has been pretty slow, and we took a turning to Mount Crozier, which was quite soft sand, and it's got a campsite there as well. We're currently at the top of Mount Crozier, so you can see it here, looking over everything. Right. Anyway, and because it's getting late, we decided that we're just going to crash at this campground and then carry on our journey tomorrow. Anyway, that's tomorrow's problem, and in the meantime we're just going to chill out and stop early for once. So see you guys. we're back on the road again. We found, we noticed just as we were coming up to this lake canyon and Murray Sunset that there was this scraping noise coming from one of the wheels. Turned out to be the driver's side problem. And there was annoying, tiny little stain that wouldn't come out of the stain guard around the front brake. Anyway, so we ended up having to take the front tyre off, and we eventually found it. Okay, we made it out of the Whipplefeld National Park, and we're on the little road that leads into the park now, and hoping to turn east when we hit the main road, and then to find the next dirt tracks towards Wedderburn. But that took a lot longer than we thought to get out of that place. It was awesome. Okay, we are at Snowdrift Sand Dunes in the Whipplefeld National Park on our way south still. There's been quite a bit of soft sand in here. It's a little bit different to the Murray Sunset in that it has the big open plains across the salt lakes and stuff that are dried out most of the time. At first it was a bit like the Murray Sunset with the mallee kind of woods of forests, and then but now it's opened up, and yeah, it's quite interesting. And after this we're going to continue south via Hopetown and then to maybe the Wedderburn, but we'll see. Yeah, so check out the dunes. Okay, he's just passed 11,000 kilometers. Our trip was 3,525.5 kilometers, and it's been 800 kilometers since we last refueled. 20 degrees outside. We are back in Melbourne.
Good morning. We are at Watcham Lake, where we stayed last night. It's all right.
Good place to come and watch them ducks.
It's just a $10 donation or a non-powered site. It's all right. It's got hot showers. It's got an amenities block.
Laundry as well.
Yeah. Today's our homeward bound journey, so...
Let's dash to home.
Sad.
Got no more clean pants that have stick on it.
Yeah, so I don't know. The plan is maybe to see how far we can go again on dirt roads, and then we're just going to have to hit the...
Yeah, we're going to have to give up with it.
Yeah, some point.
Yeah, fairly soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, this is it.
Good night.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.